Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 3 a.m. tapes. Tonight's story comes from a man who took a simple job in a quiet little town and came back with something else. A warning, maybe, or something worse. Settle in. Turn off the lights. This one's called The Curfew in Black Hollow. I wasn't supposed to be there long, a week tops. I'm a land surveyor by trade. A company out of Harrisburg contracted me to assess a few forest plots near a town I'd never heard of, Black Hollow, Pennsylvania. Population 1,312. That's what the crooked wooden sign said when I rolled into town. No traffic, no street lights. Just the sound of my tires crunching gravel as I passed dark windows and houses frozen in time. The Fennel House was where I stayed. Old boarding home at the edge of Main Street. Smelled like mothballs and old rain. The woman who ran it, Elsie, barely looked up when I arrived. "You're in before 6, she said. "That's good. That's real good." At the time, I figured it was a weird local greeting. It wasn't. The next day, after wrapping up my work near the forest line, I started walking back around 5:30 p.m. That's when I noticed people shutting everything down. Doors locking, windows being covered. Someone was literally boarding up their front door. I asked a woman closing up the general store what was going on. She checked her watch and said, "You shouldn't be out, not after 6. I asked why. She didn't answer. She just looked scared, whispered, "Get inside," and bolted. I thought they were paranoid. Maybe there had been break-ins, maybe a bear problem. But at 6:17 p.m., I learned the truth. At first, there was just silence. Then, a soft, slow tapping. It came from outside, down the street. Then, closer. A scraping sound followed. Not metal, something heavier, like cloth, dragging over pavement. I peeked through the blinds, lights off. Something was moving under the streetlight. It was tall, 7 feet at least, wrapped in rags. Its limbs were far too long, its head twisted unnaturally to the side like its neck had been broken. It moved house to house, pausing to sniff the air. It stopped in front of the Fennel House, its head turned toward my window. I held my breath, frozen, and then it moved on. By morning, it was gone, like it had never been there. I confronted Elsie that morning. She didn't act surprised. "You saw it," she said. "Most do their first night." She made tea, sat down, and told me a story that didn't feel like a story at all. In the late 1800s, miners from upstate brought something back with them, something they'd disturbed in the caves. Not a creature, not exactly. A presence. They called it the knocker, because it tapped before a cave-in. But then it came into town, after dark. People went missing. Whole families disappeared. They tried everything. Salt lines, holy water, even burning homes. Nothing worked. Eventually, they stopped fighting. Now they just follow one rule. No one goes out after 6. By Thursday, I'd had enough. I packed up and planned to leave. But my car wouldn't start. The battery was dead. The town's tow truck wouldn't drive after dark, so I stayed one more night, and that night, I broke the rule. I set up a camera to record the thing. I had to prove it was real. At 6:17 p.m., it came again. But this time, it didn't just pass by. It stopped directly in front of my window. Then it let out a sound, not a roar, not a growl, a shriek. Metal grinding, bones snapping. My ears bled, my camera cracked. I collapsed. The next morning, the glass was fractured, and on the door, there was a mark, a circle with 3 vertical slashes through it. Elsie saw it and went pale. "You've been marked," she whispered. "You have to leave tonight, before 6. A man with an old truck agreed to take me out of town. He didn't speak much, just drove. At 6:11 p.m., we passed the sign, "Now leaving Black Hollow." I exhaled for the first time in days. But as we passed the tree line, I looked out the window and saw it, standing in the woods, watching me. It didn't move, it didn't follow, but it wanted to. That was 3 months ago. I haven't been back. Tried to forget, focused on work. Last night, at my apartment in Philadelphia, at exactly 6:17 p.m., I heard it. 3 soft taps. I opened the door. No one was there. Just a piece of paper on the floor with a circle and 3 vertical slashes. I left Black Hollow, but I don't think Black Hollow left me.